Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to the channel. This is a coffee and chat, and what I normally say is coffee and chats aren't that spiritual. They're about what's going on in my life and what's maybe going on with the channel, and I do want to say some stuff about the psychic development exercise. Where am I? Because was that fun or what? I mean, as the replies come in, I just could not stop laughing. Anyway, so I want to talk a wee bit about that. First thing, let me say sorry there wasn't a weekly tarot card for this week. Just couldn't manage it at all. I'd had some dental treatment last night, but I was getting, not last night, last week, and I was also waiting and some more tests being done and stuff that was going on, and I also was feeling really weary and tired and just blah. So anyway, I've got something nice to tell you as well. So I was all over the place, and I was not, it wasn't that the mood wasn't there. I definitely wanted to do it, but physically I just couldn't. I just was very weary, and that's understandable now, because what comes through, as well as the test for vitamin D, which we know what I'm lacking in the Sjogren's or whatever, the tests that I was undergoing have showed up kidney disease. Now it's not drastic, it's chronic stage 3 kidney disease, and it's something that I'll live with and I'll go on with. The problem is that it's given me symptoms that I've not really had before. There's a breathlessness that isn't like asthma. It's just if I do something I get breathless. There's a whole body itch that would drive you nuts, and there's certain foods that I can eat and certain that I can't, and it's the last week has been a big awakening as of what I need to do and what I can do it's the stage the kidney's at. It can't rejuvenate, it can't go back, it can't get better, so I have to focus on stopping further deterioration, and I'm intent in doing that. But with the exhaustion that came with it, I mean, the exhaustion's like nothing else. It's just like you can be okay 1 minute and then you're literally gone. But I'm listening to my body, and I'm finding out an awful lot more even about certain things I eat that then I get very itchy after or whatever. So I think I'll very much treat this like a scientific project, and go back to my pharmacy days and find out more about it, and try and I'm not scared of it or anything, I'm just annoyed that something else has been added on to things, but there we go, it happens, it's not the worst thing. So anyway, that's why sometimes videos won't go up when maybe we're expecting them, and it's just that if the exhaustion hits, there's nothing I can do about it. So yes, as well as Sjogren's, arthritis, low vitamin D, all sorts of things. I've now got kidney disease as well, but it is what it is. It's not the worst thing. So anyway, that's why it didn't go up. But I'm back on course now. Also found that I used to be a real morning person, and that doesn't seem to be happening much anymore. So rather than just specifically say that, so just keeping an eye on Nelly, get out that cupboard. Do you want to come out and say hello? Come on and say hello. Ooh, there's Nelly. Okay, what's that? Look, there's Nelly, my wee darling. I know, you don't need to let me all the time. You've been a good girl. Yeah, my wee darling. You looking forward to Christmas? Anyway, go settle down. Anyway, so yeah, this is coffee and sort of chat, but it's becoming a big blather, isn't it? So I wasn't feeling great, and I just couldn't do much. But as I say, I'm feeling a bit better today, and I'm actually filming in the evening, which is something I tend not to do. I've always been a morning or afternoon person. So it might just be that that's the way it is, that I have to see how I feel, and as I go on during the day. I also tend to have better control of pain at night, so maybe this is the answer, and maybe I'll get a few more live streams done this way, who knows. Anyway, so that's the health situation. Anybody, I'm very honest and open, but anybody that has a family member, or if you yourself have kidney disease, if you've got anything that you could pass on to me and put in the comments, please do, or email me, because this is a new one to me. And my gran, I remember my gran had kidney disease, but she passed when I was 16, so I can't remember that much about it. But if you have got any information that you would like to pass on, I would welcome it, and thank you. So what else has happened? This weekend was very, very special, because my younger daughter got engaged, and I'm very, very chuffed for her. She's a gorgeous girl, absolutely gorgeous, and I love her fiancé to bits. So it's just, we had a bad start to the year, and my elder daughter's going for her 20-week scan, and baby's coming next year, and then the younger one's just got engaged, and it just feels lovely. It's so nice to see the people you love thriving and being happy. So yeah, that's my kind of good news, and I'm very, very happy about that. The psychic development one, the Where Am I that was Venice, oh my god, that was so funny. First thing I'd say is the video before, I went on and on and on about meditating, doing this, doing the next thing, and opening up chakras or whatever, and I put this video up, and still within 15 minutes of while the video was playing, there were answers coming in, and that's lovely, don't get me wrong, but there's no way that the sort of conscious meditation or opening up could have been done in that time. So and it was interesting that the first ones that come in weren't not near at all. So if you got that and went hell for leather at it, thank you, that's great. But next time, maybe hold back and keep it till you've got real time to do it. And if you're a natural psychic that's opened all the time and that come in and you just got what comes through, then that's fair enough. But most of us aren't. Most of us need to meditate and open up and commit to it to get the best answers. So I'm not putting anyone down. It was lovely seeing the answers coming in, but the first few were just too early for the way I would do it. But as I say, it's up to you. Now, it was a map of Italy, and my dad used to say a wee rhyme, what was it? Dirty big Italy, kicked little Sicily into the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, and that's how we learned our geography. So I had a map of Italy, and I wondered if anybody would say anything about the shape of the map, and sure as goodness someone put boot. I was like, yeah. And I had that, and I was looking at it, and then I moved on to Venice, the word that was written, and then I was looking around Venice. It's a place I'm very familiar with and is my favourite city in the world. I should say it's Glasgow, but it's not. Glasgow's lovely, but it's not quite Venice. But so I was looking all around it and marvelling at the Blue Lagoon, and one woman said Iceland, but then she said, oh, the Blue Lagoon, and I was like, brilliant, stunning. And then it got a wee bit funny because I was looking all around and I saw the gondoliers and their hats and their little moustaches. Someone, I think it was Tina, said little men with moustaches, and I was like, this is all coming in afterwards, after a while. So I was laughing at that, And I was looking round the lagoon and at the gondoliers and just going round Venice in my head. And then I had to think of 3 things associated with Venice. Now, where is my notebook? I think I can remember, but I've got all my notes here and little bits of... Oh, and my wee stickers have gone. Yeah, so anyway, the first thing I think I thought of was gondolas. The second thing I tuned into was ice cream, and the third thing was the Basilica San Marco and the bell tower. And as I was doing that, I heard the song O Solo Mio play in my head, and so I got this song, but very quickly it went into the ice cream advert, just one cornetto. And I was kind of laughing a wee bit, and a woman actually put in one cornetto. She hadn't put Venice, I don't think, just one cornetto. And there were other things. There was a lot of people that were thinking Istanbul and all sorts of things. But remember that Venice was a trading post for the Far East and the stopping over point to Europe. And it not only did was the amazing glasswork and all the spices associated with it, with the East, there was also a lot of the architecture that was in. There's a lot. I mean, even the Doge's Palace. There's bits of it that look very, very Byzantine. So some people they knew what they saw or they felt, but they weren't sure what it was. And that's, you can be a really good psychic, but if you haven't got the experience of things, then you don't know what it is. I'm always struggling with that, particularly with the mediumship. Someone gives me a sight of somewhere, and I think I know what it's about, but I'm not sure. You're seeing the picture, but for the life of you, can't interpret it because it's not something you automatically know. So for all of these that were talking about Turkey and the Far East and Arabic or whatever, believe me, there's a lot of Venice that actually looks like that. Now, there were so many other things, but I kept running through I kept going through to my hobby gym and going, look, someone got one cornetto, and look, someone said the Blue Lagoon, and look, someone did this, and someone got wee moustaches, and I had so much fun with the answers coming in. And I'd wanted to do a video to reply to it, but I didn't have the energy, so I just put up. But I knew I was going to talk to you on it. So everybody that took part, believe me, you all did well. And some people may have not got the actual city or whatever. And let's face it, we're doing this over the internet. I'm sitting here, and maybe out of 200 people that that answered, say, or 100 people say, we maybe get 2 or 3 that got Venice itself. That's fantastic. But other people got the Blue Lagoon, other people got one cornetto. To me, it's amazing because, there's absolutely no randomness or anything here. I was singing in my head just one cornetto, and someone literally put it in their answers. So not only was the psychic skills being used, but I'm forgetting my words today as well. That's another thing about this kidney stuff. It makes you kind of fuzzy-headed. But it definitely is our minds connecting as well. Telepathy was the word I was looking for there, and I had to reach into the very darkness of my head to find it for 3 seconds. This is not what I like. Authors don't have trouble finding their words, and this fuzziness is giving me trouble finding my words, so believe me, it's not happening. Can't be doing with this. I've got a good book that's got to be written. I have got started on it. So anyway, the psychic development stuff, I've got another one ready to go because I thought it was brilliant. Now we're not going to be doing Where Am I all the time. We'll get more psychometry, we'll be doing jewellery, we'll be doing card work, which I really like as well. But I just enjoyed it so much that it's a pleasure for me to be part of it and enjoying it. So no, Nelly, nope. So just keep joining in. I'll have some videos done for December, and there's some things I want to do. Maybe do a solstice video, maybe do a live stream. I've never really, I don't know what December on YouTube's like, if people are around it, or if we're caught up with families and Christmases and whatever. And I'm going to be doing a video of self-promotion, basically letting people know about my books for Christmas presents, because this is the time where if you give books, you can support your creators, you can support the people that put the work in for you if you want. I don't necessarily sit promoting myself all the time or whatever, but when our books sell, we get a bit of money. It's as simple as that. And if you are giving a book, or you're gifting a book to someone, and there's a choice of two, and one of them is a creator that you follow and is giving you information or is working with you, then maybe consider that one. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to give books for Christmas, why not consider mine? And some of the other authors I've promoted, the book reviews that I do. I only really let you know about the really good ones. So if I've reviewed a book, it would go over 4 stars. It would mainly get 5 stars. If it's anything under that, I wouldn't review it, because it's not really, I don't like being negative. So I don't do it, rather than I do it, and it's someone's work. So yes, that's my wee bit of self-promotion, I suppose. And thank you for the coffees again. The link's down below. I haven't got to my computer for the last month to say thank you directly to certain people, but you all know who you are that have bought coffees in November, and obviously the supporters, Donna Marie and Mary as well, that are kind of constant. I thank you a lot. So I'm back. I've got more dental treatment to go. I moved to a fantastic dentist. It's made all the difference to me. I've told you I've had experience with my hearing impairment. Dentistry and hearing impairment can be difficult because of the masks and stuff. I've got a dentist that wears a visor, clear visor, stops everything, looks at me, talks to me. Everybody is so concerned that I'm communicated with, and that's a wonderful feeling. So this dentist is doing quite a lot of work, which I'm glad of, but at the same time, I can only factor in like one appointment a week, because that's all physically I can manage now. If I have that in blood tests, that's my week kind of done now, and I'm not gonna get too low about that. It is what it is, and I've got a wonderful life. I've got wonderful kids, wonderful husband, beautiful place that I live, lovely friends and family, gorgeous doggos. I'm not saying, oh, poor me in any way. I am so blessed with what I have, and I'm so happy with it. The only thing that's a bit of a bummer is a bit of not great health at the moment. So I don't want you thinking I'm saying, oh, poor me, because I know how blessed I am. Even to add on, at age 57, I'm talking to you. The channel is nearly at 6,000 subscribers. I mean, that's crazy. It's nearly at 2 million watch minutes. That means that the channel has been viewed for 2 million watch minutes. That just blows my head. So, I mean, that in itself is wonderful. Being able to say have a bad day or whatever, and sit and still chat to you and still get my words out there, still get the teachings out there, get your replies in the comments, your emails that are, oh, thank you, you know, you helped me with this, or that video was straightforward. I like being straightforward. I don't like highfalutin stuff. I don't like stuff that's quoted in 10 million words when someone just really needs direction and maybe shown how to do something for the first time. That's the way I like to teach. It's the way I've always liked to teach, whether it's the tarot, divination or magic. So when someone gets back and said, you know, I'd struggled with that idea or that concept for years, but then I watched your video and it all fell into place. Can you imagine how good that is? That's just one of the best feelings in the world. So yeah, I'm very blessed. So I shall go now. This is the first time actually, as I say, videoing in the evening. I'm starting to get a wee bit tired now, but I'm happy about what I've done. So yeah, so I don't know what to say apart from I'm sure I've missed something, but I always go off and then think, damn, why didn't I say such and such? Yeah, just, you know, sometimes the videos will come in a cluster, sometimes they won't. But I know that you're not going to jump ship as such just because I miss a weekly tarot card. And I'm being kind to myself and I'm being nice to myself. So yeah, look forward to us going into December and into the holiday season. It's one of my favourite times of year. And I just hope that we can all go into it with compassion and a sense of that we are very lucky, because there's a lot going on in the world that isn't very nice at the moment. So thank you again for bearing with me, and I hope you've enjoyed your wee coffee with me, and I hope it's not been a wee bit low, because really you know, and there's some amazing things going on, and I'm very, very blessed. So what I'm going to do is just shut up now and say I'll see you next time for next week's weekly tarot card, or a coffee, or a mediumship, and many blessings. Bye.